Hey everybody, Tony D here. Little Jones asleep on the couch. She'll be back tomorrow, I'm sure. Just want to go through some of Gab's headlines, and at the end of this video, I'll give you some of the tools you need to hopefully change your viewing and buying habits. Biden terminates Trump emergency order used to construct a border wall. This isn't a surprise, except now Biden's got to take the heat for every immigrant problem. Every single one of them is now on Biden, and it's gonna crush the to death. I mean, they won some of the border states, maybe, but we'll see what happens after crime shoots through the roof because you have an uncontrolled border again. So you know, eh, whatever, dude. Um, London mayor appoints woke activist to brigade, activist brigade. I think you mean brigade to review statues for quote diversity. Yeah, because England, which is mostly white people, needs to show diversity and basically lie to people who come there as a tourist. It should be proportioned to the population and the historical record. Countries are countries mostly because of, you know, tribal reasons, and tribes really are just kind of extended multiple families. So I don't know what they're thinking here. It's just more woke nonsense. Biden White House leaks health information about President Trump to New York Times. No surprise there. I mean, they're allowed to leak all they want. Nobody even mentions it. It's probably illegal because it's his medical information. But what are you gonna do? Newsweek columnist says Trump's making him rethink Christianity. I'm sure that's that's very interesting. Most of these people aren't really. Most of these people on the left who have Trump derangement syndrome aren't struggling with anything, and that's part of the problem. They think it's okay to demonize people and just hate them unconditionally. Um, I didn't like Bush and Cheney, but Jesus, I never said a tenth of the things that some of the woke idiots say on Twitter about Trump, and most of what they say about Trump isn't even true, isn't even half true. It's just something they heard off a news site that already hates Trump too, and they heard it off another news site, etc., etc. Oh, here's a bit of good news. Twitter reports 1.414 billion net loss for 2020, and yet somehow their stock keeps going up. Somehow they're. This is the real danger here, that companies figure out how to make money and do things stupidly. To some extent, that already happened. I talked about, movie companies. They can take a movie they know is bad and make money off of it. But if that extends to all facets of corporate America, we're in for a big problem because it shouldn't be allowed. It is a kind of fraud, right? Like if you're misled and you buy a product and it doesn't deliver, you've been defrauded. Now you can't really do much about that on movies because it's subjective and whatever, and somebody may have liked it, but when it comes to products, this is a really bad way to go. If a can of peas tastes like you don't want to. You want your money back. Let's see. We already talked about Gina Carano. Oh, here. San Francisco is uber woke, and here's a headline that confirms that. Gay father of mixed race children, too white for San Francisco school board. And that's a real article. It's from the Daily Caller. A gay father was denied a spot on the San Francisco School Board's Parent Advisory Council due to his race during a February 9th meeting. But, that's San Francisco. They just can't be woke enough. I guess having poo in the streets all day, it's still woke to them somehow. Man, people leaving the city in droves, still got to be woke. Kamala Harris joked about killing President Trump and then let out a horrible cackle. This is a reminder from I guess she was on Ellen when she said this. I want to say it's from the Gateway Pundit. They may be exaggerating, but it just goes to show you again the double standard. Rioters tried to break down the door of the Portland Police Association. They've broken into that association like 3 or 4 times. I guess they finally reinforced the door enough so they couldn't get into it. Previously, they broke in the windows and threw like things lit on fire. They really, I just ought to arrest people who do that. That's usually what the police do. That's what New Jersey cops do. You can say a lot of effed up things happen in New Jersey, but I'm pretty sure the cops here, they'll arrest your sorry butt if you do something like that to their association headquarters. I promise you, they won't tolerate it in New Jersey. Be as woke as you want. It ain't happening. Amazon design for new corporate headquarters resembles biblical Tower of Babel. Yeah, nothing could go wrong there. What the hell is Amazon doing? That is very strange to do that. It's a weird kind of tie-in. This was a very sad story. A TikTok star who turned 18 committed suicide. And part of the reason I think she did was because she lost her channel and then was trying to rebuild her new channel. I guess it wasn't going as quickly or as well, and she ended up killing herself. And that is very sad. But, it goes to show you why you got to be really careful about letting your kids use social media. I know a lot of people, they won't even let their kids watch TV until a certain age. But, geez, that's not half as damaging as social media. Social media, man, especially TikTok. I'll say this again. TikTok is run by the Chinese. Don't download it into your phone and do not use it. Study finds CDC inflated COVID numbers by 1,600%. Yep. Heard about that already. Boebert, Congresswoman Boebert asked Pelosi why National Guard troops are still in the garage. Because they don't care about them, Congresswoman Boebert. She does not care about the troops. Doesn't care. None of the troops can do her hair, so why would they care? Top doctor's chilling claim, and this is from the Daily Mail, the NHS kills off 130,000 elderly patients every year. I wonder if that's true. Wouldn't be surprised. Senator Lee forces Democrats to correct false impeachment testimony. Yeah, the Democrats apparently made up quotes. Sargon and the guys on the Lotus Eaters had a great rundown of some of the impeachment proceedings, and they were laughing their butts off at it, and it's crazy. I mean, they actually made up a quote from this guy, and he came out and said, no, I never said that. Retract it. He made them retract it. And this is a senator. They forged a quote from a senator. They also forged a tweet because they knew it turns out to be fake because it had a blue check mark on it, and the woman who runs the Twitter account doesn't have a blue check mark. And she came out and said, I never said that either. So what is happening to the Democrats that they got to try this hard to F up the impeachment? I mean, it was already completely pointless and useless before, and now they're just effing it. I mean, I expected it to be a S show, but not like that. My God. Just effing call Trump an a-hole and be done with it already? Report Biden administration weighs domestic travel restrictions. Imagine, read between the lines. Biden, read between the lines. I can't wait until I have to drive out of state and I get stopped by a cop. Oh, you're from New Jersey, sir? Have you had your beer virus vaccine, sir? Can I see some ID? I mean, that's where we're headed, and it's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely insane, and people are going to ignore it, and you're going to have cops raiding people and throwing them in jail. This is the ironic thing. They let the criminals out because of the beer virus. You're going to be thrown in jail because you weren't properly vaccinated. 1/3 of small businesses in U.S. fear they won't survive 2021. Yeah, believe that. And most of them are probably in Democratic states. AP says Lincoln Project shielded John Weaver for months, pocketed millions. Yep, not surprised there. I think they're a bunch of liars. Tessica Brown gets first treatment from LA plastic surgeon to remove Gorilla glue from hair. I don't really understand why she needs to remove the glue from her hair. Why doesn't she just shave her head at this point? To save her scalp, just shave her head and let her hair grow back normally. Seems like that would be the move to me, but maybe she can't because she used too much of the glue. I don't know. Report, Joe Biden's expansion of Title IX to shape, quotes, sexual norms. That is crazy. Oh, I gotta click on this one. Will shape the sexual norms of future generations. Manhattan Institute fellow K.S. Heimowitz observed that in 2011, the Obama administration launched its Dear Colleague letter to college and university deans to express its horror at what it claims were, quote, statistics on sexual violence that are, quote, are both troubling and a call to action for the nation. Quote, a report prepared from the National Institute of Justice found that about 1 in 5 women are victims of completed or attempted sexual assault while in college, the letter stated. Biden himself repeated the already debunked 1 in 5 statistic to support his condemnation of the Trump Education Department's plan to revoke the Obama Dear Colleague letter. And this is a man who's been not only accused of sexual assault, but there's actually a police report on it. I mean, she went to the cops over Biden. So this is going to be Biden's overcompensating. Say, see, I'm not a rapist. And I don't sniff little children anymore. Meanwhile, in China, a bankrupt solar firm just sold for 117 million in shares. I don't know how that works. Are you doing something again, Wall Street bets? Doubtful. Show of force unseen since the Cold War. U.S. military flexes in Norway. Why the hell would we flex in Norway? What are the Norwegians going to do? Throw snowballs at us? I mean, that sounds dumb. What else? Oh, Georgia Election Board refers case against Warnock, new Georgia project to State Attorney General. Yeah, looks like Warnock, one of the guys who got elected in Georgia, is up on some kind of... He's in some sort of investigation about the election. Go figure. Maybe the Dems finally realize they don't need him anymore, and they're going to throw him to the wolves just to say, see, we run fair elections. Honk, honk, wink, wink. And finally, North Dakota Governor Burgum weighs impact of Biden's drilling ban. Good. I hope you can do something about it. I don't think you can, other than I guess you could ignore it. But if it's a federal regulation, I'm not sure quite how that works. Maybe the state could ignore it. I don't know. But that's about it. The last thing I'll show you is here are Tucker Carlson's advertisers left. So these are guys you got to try to, and I'll put the links in the description. These are products you got to try to use. My Pillow, of course, I bought my sheets. The pillow's great. I love the pillow. I might have to buy another pillow though, but the sheets are great too. Totally endorse that. I don't know any of these other ones really. Alive Core, not sure about them. Relaxium, I don't know about that. Lear Capital, sounds financial. Nutrisystem, I've heard of them. I've never really used them, obviously. Pure Talk USA, don't know what that is. Granite Stone, Relief Factor, Coventry Direct, I don't know what that is, and Quinoi. So these were like his January sponsors. So, try to buy from them and send them an email saying thank you for supporting Tucker. The guys you should maybe consider avoiding, and now this is a list from, I can only find 2017. These are CNN sponsors. So you got Ace Hardware, Aleve, Alfa Romeo, Allegra, American Petroleum Institute, Audi, AT&T. Damn it, Bayer. Damn it, I use those. Be Here Paints, BMW, Cars.com, CenturyLink, Chamonix, Clear Choice, Dell, Expedia, ExxonMobil. I already banned them for the Exxon Valdez spill. Hewlett Packard, damn. Hilton, Infinity, Josh A. Bank, Lexus, Marriott, McDonald's. I could ban them again. Men's Warehouse, I'll ban them. Mini Cooper, Michelob, that's an easy one for me, I don't drink. Microsoft, Mercedes-Benz, National Car Rental, National Education Association, Optum, Panera. Panera? Is that Panera Bread? I guess so. Palm Wonderful. Damn it. Prudential, Stellara, Sleep Number Beds, Stella Artois, that beer. TD Ameritrade, Tempur-Pedic, U.S. Postal Service. I can't ban them. Why are they advertising on CNN? That's crazy. Why are we paying for it? Wait a minute. We're advertising on... This is insane. Vista Print, Vita Coco, and Whole Foods. I'm surprised Whole Foods would go there. I think out of all these, Whole Foods, they would be the one to email. And again, be polite. Don't say anything crazy, and don't tell them I sent you. But just say, we don't want you sponsoring CNN. I don't think I'm going to use your products till you stop, sponsoring CNN. See how they like it. Go after their products. That's it for me. I'm Tony D. Little Joan is asleep. She had a good day. We had a very cold walkies. Anyhow, I will see you, and Joan will see you tomorrow.